It's a Journal of the Scots Star Wars review. I'm back this week. We're going Star Wars. I'm so excited. And this one I have been waiting for because I'm prepping for Cassian Andor getting his own series. So this is just in time. Get excited. It's going to be great. I cannot wait for the. Boy, are they really going to do a three-part premiere? That's pretty insane if you ask me. So, anyways, moving on and getting to the build itself. It is the battle on Scarif, which, I mean, there's a lot of stories behind this. So, number one, apologize for any scratches or dust. Crazy part is I did actually play with this set a little bit when I got it. I had a lot of fun with it. It was it's been kind of like built into many mocks that I've done. When I just started getting back into Star Wars, it was among some of the first sets that I started buying because I was starting late 2016, and this one came out in 2017. I jumped all over it when Toys R Us was still around in Chicago. So, and the crazy part was they had this insane deal where you for I think it was most of the Rogue One wave, so I was able to get the AT-ST and this set for 40% off. There was another set, I think the tank was the other one that I would have purchased, but they ran out of stock because like literally Toys R Us, they had this big of like in-store event, and then like a whole bunch of people showed up, and then they had like two sets of each kind of Star Wars, so like no inventory. So just about every kid would have purchased one. I do remember the AT-ST. It was the last one on the shelf, and I think I gypped a kid out of it. But either way, let's get on with the review. Now, when this originally came out, much of the wave was criticized for being a little bit overpriced. Because, and if you think back, this is kind of the same concept that's happening with the fairly boring rockwork build of the Kenobi series. Here, there's another scratch. So again, I apologize if there's scratches or. This was definitely heavily used as a playset. But for the Kenobi series, so that is got exactly 4 figures as well. And the controversy there is that hey, that set's like $50. This set originally retailed at $50, and so it was considered overpriced. All you're getting is 2 plain troopers and then 2 named characters. That's it for $50, which is kind of unheard of. In the other sets, in this wave, before this wave, right? This wave introduced a little bit of a theoretical cost increase. But that said, this is a phenomenal set and it has really maintained value. Number one, getting Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor, those are great figures, so it's very appropriate. And getting her with the hairpiece and the helmet is a great thing. Number two, these Shoretroopers went from being like, hey, they're kind of cool to, frankly, they're some of the best troopers you can get. And now they're among the most expensive and most sought after. If you think about it from a really large mock design, the battle on Scarif in Rogue One was such a popular kind of like, like a really kind of a fan hit for those really serious Star Wars fans. Like cult hit was kind of what I was looking for, since it's such a cult hit that many people felt compelled to build like massive scales of battle on Scarif. The issue with doing that is that the only way there was a poly bag that was, I think, a gift with purchase, or these shore troopers are the only ways to get them, and these are actually unique. So these troopers are now much like some of the earlier clone troopers and are just absurdly expensive. Like today on Bricklink, these things are anywhere from like $20-$40 somewhere sometimes. So if somebody is trying to mass an army of shore troopers, good luck to you, sir. That's going to be a tough. Man, I just noticed that was dirty. That's going to be a tough nugget, or very expensive. You are going to be a poor man after doing that. So other than that, Jyn Erso and Cassian, you know, they've kind of kept a pretty basic value. They were in other sets, so it's not quite as bad. But I would say the variants themselves are fairly unique, and actually Cassian has really started to jump in value as well. Like I've seen him well over $10. Even Jin is definitely an above average figure. She's now going. I looked at it like $6, $7, sometimes $8 on Bricklink. So this is definitely, from a figure standpoint, it pays for itself. Now, for investors, if you were to get 40% off on that original deal and gotten this set for $30, and you would have gotten multiple sets, good for you, because you would have tripled your money on this set. Probably one of the best between this and the tank and the AT-ST. Those would have been some of the best sets in Star Wars in a long time to invest. Shortly after retiring, they've gone up in value. I really would expect these to continue to slowly rise in value. As soon as Cassian Andor series kicks off, and if these Shoretroopers show up, watch out. I mean, the value is going to skyrocket. The only way to kind of offset that potentially is if there is another set that comes out, so that, you know, a lot of the mainstream buyers can kind of focus their attention on the other variant. But again, you know, this is just such a phenomenal overall set, and I love buildings. So kind of looking through it again, here are the instructions right here. Let me kind of get that right here. We'll move this back. There you go. It's the instructions. Really cool thing is that a lot of fun stuff. Force Awakens. This is kind of like in between some of those series. Oh, the other thing is that I cannot believe when I got this wave, I was able to snag this set, both of the battle packs. I grabbed the Battle on Naboo because I wanted Maul, and also to get Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn, who's one of my favorite Jedis, to get him. So I snagged that, and then I grabbed Yoda on a deal. Got this set. I skipped the Y-Wing, but that's a great set. And then, of course, I missed Thrawn because I hadn't watched Rebels, so I had no idea. So to get Kanan Jarrus and Thrawn, man, those figures, like Kanan Jarrus is going for $20. Thrawn is going from, who knows, $50, $60, $70, $80. Good luck to you, sir. And Chopper's not a cheap figure as well. This is just a great wave. I mean, this is among the best, really. I know some people say this build is janky, but this is a great battle pack. And then these Rebel fighters is great to get those. That's phenomenal. Getting a Naboo scene, getting Thrawn, a great Y-Wing, these battle scenes. It was just a phenomenal overall wave. So there you go. There's the inside. There's 3 bags. Starts off with Cassian, Jin, and then the 2 Shoretroopers. So setting this aside, here we go. There's really not much to the back. This probably is one area of many complaint. But there are some decent amount of stickers. One unique thing are these paneling pieces. So there's a sticker there, nice paneling in here. And then there's the Death Star plans themselves tucked away. So that's kind of a weak setup, but it's appropriate to get those because Jyn Erso has to kind of break in. And so one of the things that's really good about this set is just all the play features that are packed into this thing. Like right now, I can't open this. I really should use 2 hands. I'm not able to open this. But if the thermal detonator goes off and they bomb it, boom. Now all of a sudden the doors can be opened up. Cassian can sneak in and steal the plans. So, ooh, look at that. Isn't that exciting? Live rebuilding of the set. Here's a good look at Cassian. There you go. Really nice figure. It's kind of the only weird thing is that he's showing him a little bit at the bottom. A little smirk there. It's probably up to no good. That's Cassian for you. So we'll leave him here. Kind of going over a gin or so here. There we go. Pretty chill. She's getting angry. Vengeance from her father. Since the Empire killed her father, here's with the helmet on. It's a really cool helmet. Really looks like a pilot of some kind. So there we go. She's breaking in. Then here's kind of a view from the side. So it's kind of like the tanks can kind of roll in. Man, there's hairs on this thing. I do like how there's kind of like a lot of like, not greebling, but they do kind of create like little bushes. Here, this is the famous spot where the kill switch needed to be done, so that actually blows this. Oh, geez. So that's the thing with playsets, you know what I mean? Okay, there we go. But where if they've dropped the switch, then this blows, and then the doors can open and they can kind of go in. So that was a key thing, getting this plugged in. Here's another station right here. And then the other really neat feature, there's two more big play features. Is that that's probably the other thing, is that this thing falls apart a lot when you play with it. There we go. Okay, this is a play feature right here. This actually comes up and there's some hidden storage, which is kind of a nice to have. I don't really get it so much. Could have probably done without it, to be honest. There we go. And then you click it into place and now it's fully secure. The other piece is that there can be grenades thrown. Boom! Boom! See ya, Shoretroopers. So there's a lot of fun. You just kind of, there's pressure plates set up on this. So that was pretty fun to build. Those pressure plates, and then it kind of adds to the play feature on it. You can kind of flip the switch. These guys blow up, the doors crash. Jin and company steal the plans from there. So there you go. That is the Battle of Scarif. Great little playset. You know, you get yourself a shuttle, you get yourself an ATST, you maybe build out, and that's what I did before. I kind of built it into a base, and you can have really endless fun. This had to have been great for collectors. This had to have been great for the kids playing and trying to recreate the Rogue One scenes. Ultimately, I love this set. I'm really all about figures and buildings. Ships are kind of secondary to me in the Star Wars universe. I love them, but they are kind of big and bulky, and you run out of shelf space pretty quick. So with that is the end of the Journal of Scott Star Wars review. And again, we'll catch you next time on another Star Wars review.